There are plenty of other creative video ideas I have on the horizon, and I'm hoping you'll stick around for them.
Yo, Tom.
What?
Last words, bro. 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
What am I supposed to say, bro?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, it's too late now.
Senior.
Done, junior year.
Junior year's done.
Is it on? Yeah, I think so. Alright. Well, as you know, it's summer, and often we spend a lot of time just doing random whatever and wasting it all. So, as Mr. Motivation, as a guy who does random stupid challenges and stuff, I decided to do another challenge. Because it's the last summer before senior year, I have a ton of stuff to do, like... So if I spend my summer wasting away, I'll never get any of it done. So the challenge is simple. I have to make sure that every day is a day worth remembering. So without further ado, let's get started with my summer, the first week. So I ended the school year with the boat project, where we made this dapper looking boat, and Anakin helped us. Look, he's literally carrying the boats. Then I went to Derek's house for some push-up poker.
Oh, look at these dumbos, bro, doing their push-up after push-up poker, bro.
Bro, I did like the least amount of push-ups the whole day, bro.
Are you done, Matt?
I've done like 120 push-ups today. Fuck off. I've done like what Derek was supposed to do originally.
We kept playing the whole rest of the night, and that about wrapped up my final day of school. We woke up in the morning and decided to be fat asses. We went to Burger King and got 3 cheeseburgers, 3 Whoppers, and 3 medium fries for less than $20. It's pretty dope. And then we all went home and we played a game called The Quiet Game, which I think is pretty self-explanatory.
Fuck is Matt? Aha! Oh. Aha! I heard you! You're done!
What the hell? He beat you, bro. Yeah, he threw it that way. He got fooled. Oh my god.
And then Derek had to go to work, so me and Matt hit the gym at my place and went to the pool.
Friday. First day of summer.
First day of summer, we in the pool.
Well, technically the second day, but the first real day.
We just hit the gym. It was pretty good, dope.
Arm day, and did some core workouts.
Exactly, you already know. Alright, what's your goal this summer? What's your goal?
My goal, cut down to, it is incredibly unhealthy for me to cut 30 pounds in 2 months. So I will say, cut down to 200 right now.
200. 2 dudes, 2 guys sitting in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
I then went home and packed my stuff and got ready for my backpacking trip.
Alright, NJD, are you ready for this hike?
No, sir.
No, sir. 6-mile hike. You're not ready.
The good thing is
We're on the trailhead.
For the hike. The route we followed for this hike started at 5 Brooks, and we walked all the way down here. It was actually uphill, and then we went all the way to the top, and we came down slowly to the beach, where we went to a place called Wildcat Camp. We're just coming up to the trail. The hike is like 5 minutes now.
Progressing slowly.
Up the hill.
Yo, Jeffrey, how do you feel? How do you feel?
Okay.
Feel okay?
Yeah.
Brandon, how do you feel?
Terrible.
Terrible. We're only 1.5 miles in.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of hard to believe, but in the 7 miles that we hiked, we literally went through like different climates and biomes. Like soon we found ourselves in this really hilly, foggy area, and you'll see. Oh, let's record. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we're about like 4 miles in, and I feel okay. My ankle still hurts a little, but it's okay. I think I got hives. Some plants stabbed me, but I'm good. By now we were about 4 or 5 miles in, and you can see that most of us are like pretty slow, and oh my god, look at those trees. Like it's kind of creepy with all the fog, right? It's a shame none of the audio recorded for some of the parts because my dumbass had my headphones in even though there was no service, so I couldn't even listen to music. But eventually we got to see the ocean and we were almost there. Honestly, props to their singing, because I might get copyright striked for showing that.
Signal.
Your signal?
No.
No signal still? We're near the ocean though. We're past the forest. Jerry, how do you feel?
Tired.
Back to Subway Surfers? That's the campsite. Right?
No way.
That is
Bro,
the campsite.
I guarantee you, we're 3 more stops, bro.
That's a cool campsite.
Yeah. Rocks.
And after getting there, I had a quick lunch, and then we went to the beach.
As we made it to the beach. Look at that.
Even though it was like 50 degrees or under, it was actually pretty warm, surprisingly.
It will never get to us.
That was a lie. I just want to put a disclaimer because you're about to see a dead body.
Poor seal. Bro. Dude, the bugs ate his eyes out.
This is apparently a dead seal.
Yeah, it has no eyes.
No eyes! There's no eyes!
Everything. What the hell are those bite marks?
Oh, look at that!
Great
Yeah.
white shark. Man, a great white shark wouldn't eat it.
Why would they go like that?
Yeah, why wouldn't it? Let's take its teeth. Come on.
Oh, what if it's alive?
It's,
Yeah,
bro, its
no.
eyes are gone!
It couldn't see us anyways.
Bro, Andy!
what if it's actually alive? It has no eyes. Where's penis? I'll probably be back. I'll gotta have one. No. 20 seconds.
Find it.
I'm a radio people.
Wow, this is so...
Like, oh my god, there's a seal down here. This is a sea lion, not a seal, my guy. This is a sea lion.
Oh, it's dead, bro.
Where's his penis? Come on, it's a ball. We're having a dick. Come on.
Bro, do you know what you're doing to that stick?
I'm
Andy,
examining
Andy,
it.
why do you even
bro.
have...
We could have just left the seal to rest in peace, but instead we mutilated its corpse.
Man, look at those teeth.
What
Shit,
the-
a bug just flew out.
And then we found another.
Found more bodies.
Bro, this looks like it's eaten by great white like that.
Oh my god, this is like a mako shark.
Hey, dude, you didn't see this shark?
I didn't see this yet.
No, we didn't see it. Oh my
Wait a
God.
minute, let's find more bodies. Wait, can I just bring this back to the campsite? Would that be allowed? We need a whale as a trophy, honestly.
Really cooking that.
I'll take one just with this.
We later came back with the rest of our troop because we wanted to hike to the waterfall.
Dude, these mountains are so cool. Man, truly a great beach camp out.
Why did he? At this point, it was only low tide, but eventually, when we came back, the waves would get a lot bigger.
Bollocks! There's a kid who has a last name Bollock. I feel sad for him.
What's his first name?
I don't know, but all I know is that that's literally like the British word for ball.
You gotta admit, that's a nice shot, right? And of course, I had to do the funny Attack on Titan meme.
Kill everyone across the ocean. We can finally be free. Yo, we caught this guy lacking, bro. What is he doing? Oh.
Defacing public property. Take this.
Oh my.
Eventually, we made it to the waterfall, even though it was only like a mile hike. It was pretty beautiful there.
Cool rappling.
Oh, I'm at the waterfall now. I'm at the waterfall now. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So after we realized that the waterfall was like actually pretty boring on the bottom, we decided to climb up with the rest of the people and go up to the top.
Off the rope.
Now there was nobody actually keeping this area safe. There was nobody on guard, and the only thing to keep us safe was this like rope, which was really loose, so none of us used it.
You okay?
Eventually, all of us made it to the top, and it was like we unlocked a secret level.
Wow.
No phones allowed.
It's a whole new world up here. I time to jump.
And we were told to like swim in this waterfall. That's what we planned, but it was literally like 2 feet deep. Eventually, we all got bored and started climbing more things.
Come on!
To the top.
Everyone okay?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, guys, everybody, get down.
The intense wind there made it so the audio didn't really pick up, but the scenery was really nice, and many of us didn't really want to leave. The scenery was just so perfect.
Yo, my jump, bro. Yo, head. That's like only 21 blocks, right? Like, there's Anthony down the green jump. Intrusive thoughts to just jump. Look at that woman's head. Jump. Yo, Anthony! You'll catch me, right?
But all good things must come to an end, and we had to climb down.
Oh, nice.
By the time all of us got down the waterfall and we started heading back, it was starting to become high tide. And because there were these tiny gaps between the beach and the rocks, the high tide waves would actually reach the rocks, so we had to run.
We gotta cross now, we gotta cross!
Go, go, go!
No, no, run! Run!
Are you so scared of it?
Alright, yo, run! Oh god, we gotta go! Oh my god!
But then we started to play chicken with the ocean, and it usually didn't go well.
Oh my god! Oh god!
The game was pretty simple. All we had to do was stay right next to the wave and only move when it moved.
We're okay. Oh yeah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, okay.
Eventually, the game became trying to survive in between two waves.
Oh my god! Hold your ground! Oh my god, he's surrounded! Y'all got dragged.
Overall, it was a pretty fun beach day, even though all of our shoes were soaked with sand. Afterward, we all went to make dinner using our lightweight stoves, and I made this deluxe ramen with some spam. It's a shame I couldn't capture it on video, but our good friend Andrew D did an oopsie.
Oh, you burned his jacket, bro!
Andrew D burned a hole in his jacket. Bozo.
Look at that!
Wait.
So basically, he was sitting by this bench, and he had his little stove. This is his stove, and he had this giant ass pot that he had, and he wasn't. It was kind of windy, you know, So the pot fell, and all the water splashed onto the floor. Actually, let me make that blue. Oh my god, all that water was spilling on the floor, and he was really sad. And then the fire that he had before, his jacket, it was literally in him. Like the fire was literally in his jacket. Okay, this is kind of stupid, but yeah, this is it. What happened? So you would think that if you put a smaller pot instead of the giant pot, that the pot wouldn't tip over and the water wouldn't fall everywhere. But
Okay, I give up. I give up.
His stove broke down.
by now, Andrew D has failed at one of the most basic cooking principles, which is boiling water for his instant noodles. So then we went under the bear box and tried again. We played some cards after, and I had to put my legs outside the tent because they had sand in them. And this happened.
Damn.
Remember, dog these I'm gonna break
ATA.
What? What?
And with that, we all went to sleep, and that was the end of the first day of backpacking. I woke up to the sounds of screaming children outside at 6 a.m. and it's unfortunate that I couldn't capture any of the audio for it, but I think my face says enough. Oh my gosh. Now I know it might not look like a lot, but these 3 pieces of bread, along with the 4...
Alright, we're about to leave. Leave the beautiful campsite. We're waiting for the bathroom. How do you feel?
Ready to quit Scout.
How do you feel about this camp out? W camp out?
Sure.
W camp out.
I give it a I give it a 7 out of 10. Generally positive.
Generally.
The hike back at first was brutal because we had to climb this giant AF mountain, but the view was gorgeous up there. And then we had to go to the creepy forest.
Literally, that's scary, bro.
What's scary?
Up there, it's scary. I'm gonna get jumped up there.
The foggy area?
Yeah, if I was here by myself, I'd probably like die.
I had to be placed in the back to watch over the little kids because they were a little bit too slow because they didn't practice, but it was pretty peaceful strolling around.
Andy, how do you feel? Almost 12 o'clock.
Tired.
Tired.
I need to go home.
There's more walking. We eat what now?
Next to me.
Alright, Angie, we made
Wait,
it.
I need to report.
Back to the parking lot.
Made it. Everyone.
Eat the cars.
Made it back.
The car ride home went through the swampy area along with this giant cliff mountain thing, but it was still really long and I just was dying to get home.
Alright, so I just got back home. It's like 4 p.m. right now. I finished showering and everything, like all my like random gear and all the thing like cross and all my stuff's right here. But I feel like even though it took like I walked consecutively these 2 days like 20 miles, I feel pretty good because today it's like 4 p.m. right now on a weekend, and I feel like this summer mostly it's gonna be a lot of what I call weekendism, where on a weekend or any given day, like the afternoon is very sluggish. You don't really feel like you're doing anything with your life, and I really want to avoid that. So, oh my god, my hair is a fucking mess. Why don't it go? Hello? So hold it like this. So, oh my gosh. Dude, I need to go to a barber or something. That's something I'll do. Just call the next 2 weeks or so. But I feel like right now I've already done a day's work. My day's already done, and I get more time. So I feel really privileged, really happy with that. So we'll see what I do next. Well, when I see it.
So after eating Starboard for lunch, which is funny because my dad completely ordered the wrong things. He ordered somehow like more food than I would ever needed in my whole life. But I got started with unpacking and doing the laundry. And this is like the only time you'll ever see me ever doing laundry. And I spent the rest of the night doing some more housekeeping stuff and working on my merit badges for scouting, which was really productive. So that's about everything for May 28th. This one's for you, Yishan. So May 29th, Memorial Day, was dedicated to the SF trip, something that I've been looking forward to going to for a while now. My friends, Sarah, Johnny, and Ethan, we all went to the pier and walked around for a bit, exploring the shops and just having a great time.
Yeah, I'll do that whole.
Yeah, but forget this. I want to bet you now. Before you
Jump through and do a roll.
I want to jump through right now. You're videotaping.
Do it, do
I
it.
want everybody to start. Hey,
Jump through
3
it.
years into college, you'll forget this happened.
He really needs this more security.
I can't do it.
Do it.
I'm doing it. You said you did it. Yeah.
Did it. Yo, Johnny, jump.
Take a picture.
That's a specialty, Johnny.
Jump.
I'm not jumping. Oh, on Tuesday.
I don't know why we were so obsessed with making Johnny jump over everything, but we eventually made it to Pier 39 after walking across the whole pier.
New trip.
Thank you.
Toss him a fat stack.
Wow.
Just chilling.
That's a cool looking turtle. It's a cool looking turtle.
After wandering Pier 39, we had some lunch at the Crab House.
I regret my life decisions coming.
And because it was a Crab House, everything there was hecka expensive. Like, I ordered water, and they're like, do you want still water or sparkling water? And, you know, as Andrew Tate fan myself, I obviously ordered fucking still water.
It probably costs at least $10, bro.
Natural
Still water.
Bro, you're scamming though.
I swear, everything at Pier 39 probably was a scam because this bungee jump-esque thingy was $10.
Yeah, how many consecutive flips can you do?
Whoa.
Do it again. Somersault. Oh, she's getting tired.
Can we appreciate for a moment Johnny's drip? Like, oh my gosh!
When your mom, when I.
when I.
Oh, there's like two. The Kumite right now. Kumite. Kumite right now.
And we ended our day by going to Ghirardelli Square.
Yo, check out my drip. Check out our drips. They just came from a slumber party.
Yep. Just stole the carpets.
And I don't want to admit how long it took me to realize that it's called Ghirardelli Square because the Ghirardelli chocolate is a square.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Ethan bought me this mint bliss
Mint Bliss.
Sunday. Thank you so much.
Reaction video. He just throws it up. Nah, he don't like it.
I could go to them. $9.99.
Uh-oh.
$15. I can buy a tub, win ice cream,
And make that.
buy one Ghirardelli chocolate, buy some whipped cream, make some hot fudge. I can make this.
Like a 3 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would make Ethan spend more money again.
Hey, hey. And here's the child and with their cup. Here's my hot chocolate. Andy, look what I. Squid game. Hi, this is Lil Seal by Ethan Vo. What's up, babe?
Ethan, how would you rate today?
10 out of 10. Core memory, bro.
Core memory?
I love you guys.
How'd you rate today?
Pretty good.
Sarah?
10 out of 10.
Hey, before you end the recording. Those titties.
Oh, yo, get show that!
Like Ethan said, core memory. I don't think I'll ever forget this trip to SF because it was fun just to hang out with 3 other close friends of mine and just have a blast. And I don't think anything can really top this unless...
Alright, it's Wednesday. No, what the fuck am I talking? It's Tuesday at like 3 p.m. right now. I've been spending most of the day just at home, messing around, not really doing much, like checking emails, doing housekeeping stuff. So today's not very much like a really big day, but there is a lot of stuff to do in the evening because I have to go to a meeting, my scouts, as long as I'm gonna go to the gym in about an hour. So days like these are very much pivotal to the summer because it's very much a lot of this. I'm just at home, and a lot of this is just that, just doing all this menial work, I guess. Not very glamorous at all, but I have to get it done. So right now I'm gonna start doing some editing because I need to obviously edit this fucking video because I want to set a goal, try to get at least 1 video a week from everything I do, so I keep myself accountable and do some SAT prep. So see how it goes. Dude, I'm an absolute dumbass. I spilled my fucking rice everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to rush right now. Alright, we're doing some brain dead cooking. So right now I just finished showering and now I want to develop my cooking skills over the summer, obviously. So I'll start by doing a little bit of cooking every day. So I'm helping out with my dad, cooking some rice, cooking the broccoli, just steaming the chicken. And hope by the end of the summer, I learn how to prepare the chicken so I can do the whole step, the whole process. Alright, so it's about done now. We've steamed it for about 25 minutes, 10 minutes on high, 15 minutes on medium. Let's turn off the gas and just leave it out to cool down just like this. We can turn on the fan if we want, but I think it's fine. We can let that nice marinated chicken smell aroma throughout the house, right? So that's about it. That chicken's done. Rice is cooking. Now for broccoli, which I won't actually do because I don't need to, because I'm not eating here. I gotta go to my meeting. Yo, ain't I drippy with my hat? I'm forced to walk. Forced to walk to my meeting. I don't have a car, no nothing right now. My cars are taken. I'm so goofy with all this stuff on my drip.
Yo, Andrew D. I like the food.
No, this is nacho cheese casserole.
The gold standard.
How do you feel?
How do you feel that I
smoked you a bowl line?
It was a scam.
During the meeting, I spent a lot of time doing reflection with my old patrol members.
What are your thoughts on World War II?
Hey!
Was it goofy?
I mean, technically, I really liked my boy Hitler.
Why you can't say that?
And that was the end of the day. Not an eventful one, but still an important one. So I spent my morning doing some menial work, and then in the afternoon I had to work on SAT and clean my tent. But I did find some unexpected guests. Get the water out. It's a freaking parachute. Let's go parachute in here. Don't ask me. I don't know why I did that. But I went to the gym and hit a pretty good push day, and
Alright, physique check number 1. This is my first push day this summer. So this is the physique right now. It's not too bad. Abs are starting to show. I think our goal is trying to get that crazy summer physique by the end.
so much like Tuesday, after my gym session, I went home to make dinner, and I had a welcome surprise.
So I just got home and I realized there's 500 ants everywhere. I think they're under there. Oh my god, they're swarming. I see you. You're dead. You're dead. You cannot escape me. It's kind of scary that there's so many ants around. Fucking for real. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Too many. I don't know why ants showed up. They're on me!
So for tonight's course, we had some air-fried salmon that was prepared by my dad, but I had to make the sauce, which consisted of some lemon, some sugar, some mayo, and a bunch of garlic.
Alright, so I just put on the mayo that I had over there on it. Put in the air fryer. Set to 350 degrees. I changed it and we're using it for 13 minutes. Let's see how it looks after.
Trust me, I can cook, despite what others might say.
Okay, so despite how it looks, it totally tasted terrible, but that's not my fault. I swear I know how to cook it. Okay, I swear. It's just my dad betrayed me this time, right? Okay, so you're probably wondering why I'm showing you these socks, and it's because back during the backpacking trip, I was using them and it was filled with sand, and it never came out from the washing machine. And that was my Wednesday. Despite how there wasn't many big social gatherings today, I still got a lot of work done, and it helped build my independence so that I learned how to cook more. As the title suggests, June 1st was dedicated mostly to cooking, and I did a lot of it today. So I started with some fried rice for lunch. So we started by cooking some of the beef, which we cooked lightly because we're still gonna throw it back into the wok later when we're frying the rice. After we're done with the beef, we moved on to some salmon that we had left over from last night. Like any other fried rice, we started by adding some oil, and we had some left over from some sauce the other night. And then we started scrambling some of the eggs and really lightly cooked it because we were gonna add some rice and fry it all later anyways. After a little bit, we added the rest of our ingredients that we cooked earlier and then went ham. Overall, I think the fried rice came out alright, and it tasted pretty good too. So, 10 out of 10. Afterward, I spent the majority of my afternoon editing this video. We're on the backpacking part right now. So later I'll probably hit the gym, drink some milk tea, give it to Sean, you already know. But it's a pretty slow day. These last 3 days have been pretty slow, but work has to be done. So I'm gonna keep editing. After a few hours of hard work editing, I decided to treat myself to some milk tea, but it was a lot harder to make than I thought. Just some amount of brown sugar. I don't actually know, because you know the Cantonese way is to just fucking throw it in and hope it tastes good, you know? And I did this recipe with my friends like a week or two ago, and you know they're like measuring and shit. No, that takes too long, too much work. You gotta just taste it and you'll know what else you need. So I learned a really hard lesson that day, that measuring stuff actually does matter. Chuck it in. But okay, now trust me, this is gonna work. Okay, that looks really disgusting. You know, I didn't think it could actually get worse. It's gonna be beautiful, trust me. Or look at that. Isn't that like kind of something? I don't fucking know what I'm doing. This is the consistency that we're trying to go for. Okay, despite how it might look. Okay, there's ants. Oh nah. This ant problem is gonna be the death of me. My best guess is that I added a little too much sugar. That's probably it, because I think there's a little too much water, and that's what makes this goop. So after throwing away the old batch and getting a new pot, I tried my second attempt by actually measuring this time. That's a little concerning, how it looks exactly the fucking same. So I threw the second batch away as well because it looked exactly the same as the first one. So then I tried another strategy. Using stuff that already exists, like this. I made about 2 weeks ago. It's probably still good. I don't know. I'm just gonna dump it into the sugar or water and just see how it goes. But I guess because we're adding in water, it's kind of way big. I don't know. What? Okay, so I just spent like an hour doing all that, and I realized that it's all for naught because I chucked it into the trash anyways, because none of it actually worked. It smelled like terrible. I don't think it's good for you anymore. It probably went bad in the fridge if I had to guess. Somehow, I don't know. But I at least want to end this portion with something good, so I'm just gonna make some tea. Alright, so my 1.5 hour incursion led to about this much milk tea, which is completely inert of boba because I failed. Okay, I literally just tried tasting it, and it tastes like absolute ass! So that means that literally every single thing I did in terms of this milk tea failed. I had to add more milk and sugar to make it taste a little bit better. Oh my gosh, I'm a failure sometimes, I swear. Oh my god, this terrible cooking. So after the failed milk tea endeavor, I went to go edit more, and here's a time lapse of me editing. And looking at the timeline now, I realize that this video is like hella long, so I'm a little sorry about that. I hope the next videos will be a little shorter. Alright, so there's no way I can fail this, right? Just put the rice in, you know, put the sausages in, literally just plug in the freaking thing, and then turn it on. No way I failed that. Alright. For dinner, me and my dad made some steak, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory what we're doing, so I'm not gonna explain very much. Oh, there we go, got it. I'm Mr. Loverman. I'm Mr. Loverman. Woo! Dude, that is raw, bro. While we let the steak cool down and the water to drip out, me and my dad started making some of the sauce. Like doing some basic plating. It kind of looks like shit, but like, you know, we try our best over here. Overall, the steak tasted great, and I was really happy to have finally actually made something. to be honest with you, I don't actually enjoy doing any of this. Well, I do enjoy, you know, editing. I do enjoy making fun videos, but the act of actually recording everything of your day, even like this, I just want a simple walk and I need to record it because for the video, right? For the challenge. But I understand it's important to actually get content out. It's important to actually make it consistent. And the only way I thought I could make summer at least eventful, at least impactful to my YouTube channel is by doing something like this. So I know it's gonna be a net positive in the end. And ultimately, this challenge, these videos, documenting my summer and making sure every day is worthwhile, is again a service to you, anyone who's watching, because just like my 100 people video, it's meant to be a symbol of inspiration. It's meant to help you actually take control of your life and go out and do something. Make every day worthwhile. So that's it. That's the first week done, the first week of my summer. And I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit, tiny bit long, a tiny bit non-edited, but had a lot of fun events happen. And I promise you, next week, week 2, it's gonna be a lot more interesting. We've got a lot more new stuff planned. And over the summer, we're gonna have a couple new faces show up. So, just gotta stick around to find out. Right, so this is week 1 Andy signing out. Hope to see you guys next week.